Some states say they're getting ready to reopen. The US is seeing an increase in anti-lockdown protests. This one in Pennsylvania, one of the latest. Small parts of the US are reopening. Beaches in Florida, businesses in Texas. But for some, things aren't moving quickly enough. Seattle saw one of the biggest protests. Demonstrators angry at the governor's stay-at-home order trying to limit the transmission of COVID-19.
I really feel that our governor is overstepping his authority on this shutdown proclamation, and he's really hurting our economy.
This is a tool now. This is a tool to keep us at home and on house arrest. We're not on house arrest. We've been asked to social distance. We can wear our masks. We can stay distance from people. I'm not on house arrest. I refuse.
In Denver, Colorado, some nurses protested the protesters, blocking their cars, urging people to go home. But the demonstrators have even won the approval of the president, even though their actions go against the guidelines issued by his own administration.
Well, you're allowed to protest. I mean, they feel that way. I watched the protest and they were all 6 feet apart. I mean, it was a very orderly group of people.
But the Washington Post reports that the protests are not an organic realization of people's frustrations, but are being organized by a small group of conservative and right-wing activists.
This adds a whole new aspect when we're talking about a contagious, infectious disease that can be passed by these very gatherings that they're talking about lifting the restrictions that we have. They have to understand, you know, regardless of what side of the political spectrum you are on, that this is a public health issue. This should not be somewhere where it becomes a partisan issue.
Many states are saying there needs to be more testing before they can even consider opening up, and they need help with that from the federal government. And there's a new poll just out which says almost 60% of Americans are worried restrictions will be lifted too soon, leading to many more deaths from the virus. Alan Fisher, Al Jazeera.
Like a diamond in the sky, you know. Look at the lobby, I get the party jumping, love us a falling, something, someone lit with a 40 grip, rocking, and we gon' roll from the floor to the top. No, stop until it's sunny, pass the Dasani bottle, fill up with the cardio, fill with the cardio, up like a bald eagle. I'm on, oh, I'm on, like a diamond in the sky, you know more. I've been looking for somebody just like you.